home of the Suns here in Phoenix, Arizona, as 2K Sports brings you today's live action from the U.S. Airways Center, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Suns. Back on the road tomorrow. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
Yeah, and they're in the middle of a tough stretch of games they've got coming up. I mean, they're excited about it, and it's going to serve as a real benchmark for them, finding out exactly where they stand in the league.
And that's something every team wants to know. You know, to get where they want to be, they're going to have to really beat the best teams in this league. So I know what they're thinking is, bring it on, let's go.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Ilyasova and Dallenberg down low. Cool Hands is out there with Ellis, and it's Nba2K13 in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, Beasley and Score, they're the forwards. Brown out there with Dragic, and it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Scola dishes to Dragic. Here's Gortat, jams it with authority.
That's what he's all about. That's who he is, retrieving those misses and exploding right back to the bucket.
Prime example of it right there, no question. Good point, Clark.
Yeah, great rebounder and a great finisher, so that's a difficult combination to deal with for the defense.
There's the screen. Clark kicks to Nba2K13. 6 on the shot clock. Bucks passing it around. Here's Ilyasova. Sinks the 15-footer. Ilyasova's got his first 2 points of the night.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
Dragic kicks to Gortat. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, Marcin Gortat has emerged into one of the best centers in the league. Back when he was in Orlando, he was in a backup role behind Dwight Howard. But now that he's in Phoenix, he's getting starters minutes, and he's made the most of them. Very, very productive player.
And the first one drops. Well, Clark, speaking of Gortat, he led the Suns last season in scoring. When you look at him as a scorer, what's his strength?
Well, he can do a lot of stuff, Kevin. He's got good hands. He finishes around the goal with both hands. He can pick and roll, pick and pop. Nice mid-range touch. I like what he brings. When you're that big and have the skills he has, you can put up some good numbers, and he did.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. And, of course, he said a big key for them will be trying to minimize Monte Ellis' impact offensively. He added, he's one of the best in the league at blowing by his defender and finishing at the rim. We've got to force him left, and then, at the other end, make sure we go at him defensively and see that he expends some energy there as well. Kevin, defense not Ellis' strong suit seems like a smart plan.
Thanks, Doris. Count the bucket. Gortat's got 5 points so far.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Here's Clark. Dishes it to Dallenberg. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Scola. Throws down the breakaway jam.
I like the awareness they had there. Guys were headed out on the break the instant the steal was made.
And they got the easy bucket because of it.
And Dallenberg backing in. Screen by Dallenberg. Clark the pass to Dallenberg. Will it go? Gortat with the block. Nba2K13. The second chance bucket is good. Nba2K13's got his first points of the game. Dragic dishes to Brown. It's stolen by Dallenberg. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Nba2K13 kicks to Clark. Here's Ellis. Can't get it to go. So Phoenix will take it the other way. This is the second time they've matched up against Milwaukee.
Pretty lazy effort defensively that night from them, guys. You know, I know that it sounds harsh, but hey, I speak the truth.
Yes, you do. Where were the adjustments is my question. I mean, the coaching staff didn't seem to realize, as everyone else watching did, that changes had to be made defensively. They never moved on anything.
Here's Clark, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. Ellis with it. Picked up by Brown. Ellis, the pass to Clark. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Ilyasova. Offensive rebound. Here is Nba2K13. Blocked. Well, they'll get another chance. Nice shot by Dallenberg.
If you don't box him out more effectively than that, he's going to eat you up on the offensive board.
There's a screen by Gortat. Kicks it out to Beasley. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
You know, it's hard to lose a game when you shoot the ball as well as they did in that one.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, shot making can cover over a multitude of sins. The percentage they shot from the floor is one you might talk about an individual player having, not the entire team.
Here is Gortat. After the made shot from Monte Ellis. Scola kicks to Dragic. Beasley outside. Here's Scola. Money from the wing. Scola's got his second basket.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
Bucks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
And they were a different team in the fourth quarter of that game than they were in the first three, didn't you think, Clark? I mean, it seemed like they finally got their act together late in the game.
Most definitely. Somewhere a switch flipped for them in the fourth, and they finally started playing up to their ability. And not a moment too soon either.
The Suns trailing. Tipped away. Brown dishes to Dragic. Back to Brown. And the shot is good.
I like it. He could have gone for the forced finish, but opted instead for kind of a nice smooth finger roll. I like it.
The Bucks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Dragic. Here is Nba2K. That drops.
It's amazing to think that Scott Skiles, the Bucks coach, is in his 13th season as a head coach in the NBA, 4th with Milwaukee. He's a very defensive-minded, no-nonsense type of guy. Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Ilyasova. And that is good. Ilyasova's got his second basket of the night. Suns trail by 4. Dragic kicks to Brown. The dish now to Scola. Working on Ilyasova. Back to Scola. Clock at 6. Hits the jump hook. Scola's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And you know, Steve, this Milwaukee Bucks team continuing Coach Scott Skiles' track record of improving teams at the defensive end. Did it in Chicago, he's doing it again in Milwaukee.
Well, he demands a lot of his players at that end of the floor, Kevin. You know, if they guard like he wants, then he'll give them more freedom offensively. But it all starts at the defensive end for Scott Skiles, and his teams know that.
Here's Gooden. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. The Suns have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Dragic kicks to Beasley. Launches a 3. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Outside Jennings. Morris with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dragic the pass to Dudley. Morris. Good. And this game is tied up now.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
The Suns have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Dragic with it. Playing Oklahoma City, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Beasley. Again, the miss by Beasley. The Bucks shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Here's Gooden. It's back to Jennings. Second shot opportunity. Cannot hit. And Phoenix will come the other way.
What a display of rebounding we've seen from them in this first quarter. Wow.
Yeah, big rebounding advantage early. No question, this team came to play.
Now here's Beasley, averaging 18 points a game. Here's Dragic, and that one's good. Dragic has got his first points of the night.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Ellis kicks to Ilyasova. And there's the pass to Nba2K13. Feeds it to Ilyasova. He dishes it to Jennings. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
And let's see some of the numbers here on Monte Ellis. An incredible last month for him. You see where he stands. First in scoring, and he's such an effective and an efficient offensive player. Number 2 in the league in field goal percentage.
And, Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
That's good. Ellis has got 6.
Wow, has he caught fire this quarter, shooting the ball with tremendous confidence. Monte Ellis is a tremendously talented guard, but only one playoff appearance in his 7 NBA seasons, and it's been frustrating for him. He's a guy who's put up some big numbers, but I'm sure he'd like to see more playoff success in his future. He just has not been a viable option for them this quarter.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now.
Dudley up and in on the layup. Dudley's got his first bucket in this one. And Steve, you mentioned Monte's frustration in the past, being able to win a championship, a division title, or just, be above 500, on a consistent basis. But he's really worked on, Clark, not wearing all those emotions on his sleeve as much, to stay positive, to be a good leader.
Yeah, to be a little more even-keeled, make sure the dedication to the team is uppermost in his mind, and being patient as well as striving for excellence. That's a delicate line to walk, but he's making progress in doing that.
Here is Udo. The Suns getting the bucket. Kicks to Henson. Makes the lead pass. Gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Telfair kicks to Johnson. That falls. Great assist by Sebastian Telfair. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's 1:47 left in the first. Here's Udrih. Rebound by the Suns.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 3-point Suns lead. He feeds it to Henson. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Dudley.
They are setting the tone here early with their work on the boards.
Yeah, only a moderate advantage here, a slight one, but as the game wears on, it's one they'll definitely look to build on.
Here is Telfair. Gortat dishes to Fry. Another one falls for Phoenix. Here's Udrih. 59 seconds left to play here in the first. He kicks it to Udo. There's the feed to Udrih. Harris, he's guarded by Dudley. Passes it to Udrih. Can they get it? Phoenix grabs the miss. Dudley's got 3 rebounds now in this one. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin, and I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
Johnson, the pass to Fry. Here's the block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Seven seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter.
See the show and make yourself heard. Come on.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. I'm Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Filling out the wings are Brown and Dudley. Markieff Morris is out there with Scola, and it's Marshall in at the point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, cool hands in the last outing against the Lakers put on a show. He had 40 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, very much. I'm sure he's going to carry some of that great momentum, Clark, into tonight.
And that's the way it works, guys. A big game like that just carries over sometimes. We'll see.
Yeah, all of a sudden the rim looks big. Everything seems to come easy, and your game just flows.
Jennings with the bucket.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with the 3-ball.
Yep, they've got it going. Nice, clean looks.
Now Marshall. Pass to Dudley. Dishes it to Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Now the dish to Dudley. Brown right side. Beyond the arc. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
This game very well could come down to a few possessions, and if that's the case, rebounding could play large.
Yeah, in a close game like this one, securing the ball is so vital.
And Marshall kicks to Dudley. He passes to Brown. A 3-ball. No luck. Bucks trail by 3. Clark dishes to Dallenberg. Skola's there. Here's Clark. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Brown. Here's the 3. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Bucks number 1.
Yeah, they did a great job last year of sharing the ball, pushing the ball in transition, and really spreading out the scoring, and they were very productive as a team.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Udo's checked in for Dallenberg. Henson comes in for Drew Gooden. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Udrich in for cool hands. Fry passes to Dragic. Knocked loose. Jennings with the steal. And here's the fast break. Udrich leading the way. Henson, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
I like that one-handed spike right there.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, he's not going to miss many of those.
And here's Dragic, averaging 12 points a game. Now the pass to Telfair. He dishes it to Beasley. Stolen by Henson. Now here's Jennings. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich. That's now 8 points for Brandon Jennings.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
A fader. Gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 1.
Man, they are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot. We see more and more point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
Absolutely. We're seeing more and more of that kind of explosiveness. In fact, the point guard now has never been as prominent and as important, I think, in the game than it is right now.
I agree.
Some of that is the rule changes, guys. No hand checks. The floor is more spread. But, yeah, this new breed of athletic point guard is so exciting.
Henson's shot is off. Suns leading by 3. Here's Dragic. Feeds it to Telfair. Beasley outside. The shot's good. Telfair making the play. Telfair's got 3 assists in the game.
Another nice move from a player we've basically come to expect nothing less from.
Inside. Here's Henson. Kicks to Udrich. He feeds it to Udo. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Here's Johnson. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Well, they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher. If he gets a glimpse of an opening, he's going to take it right to the rim.
Now Telfair. Back to Beasley. And Henson pulls it down.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Well, Michael Beasley was a power forward at the college level, but he's been a little bit of an in-betweener in the pros. Most teams have tried to play him at the small forward because he's got that shooting ability, but he has a hard time guarding other 3 men. So it's a little bit of a mismatch at both ends of the floor with Beasley.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Clark, when you play, talk about recognizing that mismatch. When you had a smaller guy guarding, what was your mind doing? What were your eyes? What were you doing?
Well, you were just feeling the fact that you had an opportunity to take advantage of a guy that couldn't deal with you. So take your time, no rush, get it where you want it, and then go to work. That's playing the game and feeling it out, not trying to rush anything. That's how I approach it.
He kicks to Brown. Scola, a screen on Ellis. Shot off the pick. Great defense that time from Ellis. The Bucks trail. And there's the feed to Nba2K13. Passes it to Clark. Ellis outside. Shot clock at 5. Over Dragic. And another basket for Milwaukee.
He took advantage of that pick, and he did the rest, knocking down the J.
Dishes it to Brown. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
So they take the lead. And that's 10 points for Ellis.
Well, Ellis is just a dynamic scorer, as we all know. A penetrator, a lane runner. He's a guy who can absorb contact in transition and still finish off plays. Just one of the best perimeter players that we have in this league.
He really is. He's always been a great scorer. He's been asked to take a lot of big shots. That's nothing new for him to have the ball in his hands with the game on the line. You never know. We might see another game winner here tonight. Excellent execution of the plan there.
Bucks have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Knocked away. Tries to save it. And Nba2K13 kicks to Clark. Makes the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I don't think it's possible to make a better pass than that, guys.
And he finished so well, Clark, too. Not too shabby on that jam.
Not bad at all.
And it takes perfect timing to pull off that alley-oop, but these two guys seem to have that synergy between each other.
Dragic dishes to Brown. Scola kicks to Dragic. Brown. There's the dish to Dragic. The second chance effort. Nba2K13 pulls it in. Mbamute's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clark kicks to Ellis. And it's blocked by Gortat. Dragic with it. Pass to Gortat. He passes to Dragic. Back to Gortat. Kicks it out to Johnson. They grab their own miss. And that one's good by Gortat.
Boy, what a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's been their main point of attack. I mean, get the ball deep and try to score from in tight rather than rely on their outside shooting. I mean, that's a more consistent way to score. Take it inside.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Stoll. Dudley comes in for Wesley Johnson. And it's Marshall in for Goran Dragic. Drew Gooden is checked in for Milwaukee. Tobias Harris comes in for Mbamute. Clark, the pass to Ellis. Shoots over Brown. The 10-footer finds the target. And that's 12 points for Ellis.
Boy, he's been so cool out there. Composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
And the Bucks making a change here. Dallenberg's checked in. Free throw, no good for Ellis. Suns trailing. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 13-4 run right now.
Let's take a look at Monte Ellis, some of the stats for him. Some tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Second in scoring, 4th in field goal percentage. And how about his accuracy from the foul line, guys? He is in the top 10 in free throw percentage.
And Steve, you look at that scoring average. I mean, he's been fantastic. Absolutely one of the most dangerous, lethal scorers in the NBA right now.
Here's Marshall. Brown outside. The pass to Gortat. Gets a look. Rebound, Milwaukee. Harris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Clark kicks to Ellis. There's the pick. Puts the lead pass in front of him. He gathers. Harris dishes to Clark. 6 to shoot. From deep. Shot is no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Left side, Brown. It's rebounded by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Clark. Puts it up. Gives him the lead pass. Nice shot by Dallenberg. Suns trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Ilyasova passes to Clark. .109 left in the first half of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Ellis can't get it to go. And for the Suns, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Dudley, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Dudley's got 4 points this quarter. Bucks leading by 4. Screen by Dallenberg. Here's Clark. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
So far, he hasn't made much of a contribution at the offensive end.
And it's Brown missing.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
And the call will go against Kendall Marshall. That's his first foul. And the Suns here with a different look. Channing Frye's checked in for Gortat. Beasley comes in for Markieff Morris. Goran Dragic is checked in for Shannon Brown. And it's Telford in for Marshall. And then for Milwaukee, Mike Dunleavy, who's checked in for Dallenberg. And it's Jennings in for Monte Ellis.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
And here's Dragic. He dishes it to Dudley. Unhindered, going all the way. And the shot is good. Clark's got his third basket of the night right there. 11 seconds left in the first half. And here's Fry from the arc. Brandon Jennings with the rebound. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Bucks on top, up 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thursday is always a great night for basketball on 2K Sports, so let's look back at first half action. The Bucks playing with poise so far. They look to continue their winning streak. Certainly an impressive start by Cool Hands. At the break, 7 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. And still hanging in there, the Phoenix Suns. Hard to find a lot to like about their performance so far. They'll need to pay much better attention in the second half to the details. The details. Shannon Brown has not had a good showing. Not a lot of shots falling. He's under 30% on the night. And now we'll send you back to U.S. Airways Center. We'll see you next time on 2K Sports.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You have to like what we're seeing from Monte Ellis.
Well, we know he can score, so it's not really a huge shock to see him put up these kind of big numbers.
And I would think that he most likely will continue to carry on this kind of play into the fourth.
Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. Clark, he's in at point guard. Ilyasova and Dallenberger down low. Ellis is out there with Luke, Richard, and Bahamute. Brown kicks to Beasley. That's good. Beasley's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Suns.
Right now, they're just pillow-like inside. Way too soft. Too many looks at and around the hoop.
Yep, totally agree, Clark. 10 of the last 12 points now that they've surrendered have come inside that lane area.
Ilyasova dishes to Clark. The Bucks working the ball around. And stolen by Scola. Here's Brown. Rebound, Milwaukee. Ellis has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's off his leg. And the officials saying it was kicked. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Clark kicks to Dallenberger, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Look at Cool Hands, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
You know, for the purists out there, he has really been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. He can make any pass on the court, and he creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Yeah, you know, I'd love to know, Steve, how many of their baskets have come as a direct result of one of his passes. I know it's a bunch. Their offense isn't near what it is without him at the wheel.
Here's Dragic. Outside Scola. It's Brown on the wing. Pocket 6 over Ellis. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his third rebound on the night.
Shannon Brown is one of those guys who, when he gets in transition, you kind of hold your breath because you can't wait to see what's coming. He can absolutely fly. He's the guy who's on the highlight reel night after night.
Ellis on him. And it's Brown missing.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Fade away. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Shannon Brown, fellas, at 6'4", 210, powerfully built, athletic player. I mean, big, strong hands. And the one thing that I felt he needed to do was improve his ball handling, because if he did that, I really thought he could be an explosive scorer around the rim and on the perimeter.
Gortat with a screen on Jennings. Rockets the pass to Gortat. Milwaukee with the rebound. Dallenberger's got his third rebound on the night.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And in this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way. Second half is flowing nicely so far on offense. 75% from the field is what they're shooting.
Gortat with a screen on Jennings. Takes a three. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He can't find anything out there, and his misses are really hurting this team.
Feeds to Ellis. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got 6 rebounds in the game. Dragic with it, picked up by Ellis. Dragic dishes to Scola. Beasley outside. Tries to snap the cold streak. Jump shot is good. Beasley's got 12.
Now they may have to climb on his back to get back into this game.
And it's Ellis penetrating. And Nba2K kicks to Dalembert. Deflects the pass. Nba2K. Second chance shot. Beasley with the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Brown gets a screen from Scola. And it's Brown missing.
Been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
And it's Ellis penetrating, and that one's good. He's got 14.
Boy, he went way up top there. Some serious hang time on his way to the rim.
Brown the pass to Dragic. Back to Brown. Gortat with a screen for Brown. Kicks it to Gortat. He feeds it to Beasley. There's the three. Again, the miss by Beasley.
And this is why they have the big lead. The rebounding has been dominant.
You know, guys, the +8 rebounding, I don't think it tells the whole story. I mean, they've been the more physical team from the outset. That's been the difference, their physicality.
And the Suns call time here.
Keep it going for your Suns answers.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Lakers, and of course Phoenix. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Well, right now for the Suns, they've not achieved any of even the most modest goals they've set for themselves so far.
Well, it's been a tough year, Clark, no question. There was a lot of talk for them before the season about, proving the doubters wrong. But at this point, the doubters look right.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Channing Fries checked in for Gortat. Markieff Morris comes in for Luis Scola. And Dudley subbed in for Michael Beasley. Ellis outside. Harris. Dunleavy up top. Fires from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. Dunleavy's got 7 points in the game.
One thing is that the son of a coach is usually going to have good shooting mechanics, and that's definitely the case with Mike Dunleavy Jr. He always seems cool and composed when he's getting ready to fire away. He's got a great release.
It's just one of the benefits of growing up in an NBA family. Shooting form comes very easy to him, and he makes the most of it. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by the Suns. Fry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Dragic kicks to Fry. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Fry's got his second basket of the night. Bucks leading by 15. Here's Ellis. Count that one.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
The Suns shoot. Dragic kicks to Brown. He kicks it to Fry. The feed to Dudley. That's good. Dudley's got 10 points.
Well, he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Gooden. Good look. And the shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 17. Now Dragic. From deep. Cannot hit. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Big lead on the boards usually equals a big lead in the game. This team is on cruise control.
Well, the rebounding differential is double digits already, so this is a team that just looks bigger and tougher than the opponent. Man, offensive execution has been the story here, just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
Brown outside. Brown right side. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Not his quarter scoring-wise. He's just 1 for 7 from the field.
Bucks leading by 17. Ellis kicks to Gooden. From about 16. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
And the Suns call time.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
And the Suns here with a different look. Gortat's checked in for Fry. Beasley comes in for Markieff Morris. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Shannon Brown. And it's Telfair in for Goran Dragic. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Gooden. Ilyasova comes in for Tobias Harris. And Mbaamute's checked in for Mike Dunley. And Cool Hands subbed in for Brandon Jennings. The Bucks shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Ellis goes in, hits the bucket. Ellis has got 20 points. Suns trail by 21. Telfair kicks to Gortat. Beasley fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallenberg. Dallenberg's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, they say control the glass, control the game. They're definitely controlling the glass.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's been the case here tonight. Big lead they're enjoying on the glass.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Telfair dishes to Gortat. That falls. Great assist by Sebastian Telfair. Gortat's got 9 points.
And defensively, you've got to try to keep the ball on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's not going to miss those, not often anyway. The defense has to muscle up and deny him that position to have a chance.
Clark, the pass to Ilyasova. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. He's got 8.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Beasley right side. Beasley right side. Over Ilyasova. And it's Beasley again missing.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane. Now, it's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling for them this half, and they haven't had any empty possessions, scoring on every trip.
Gortat. It's Clark with the rebound.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Dishes to Ellis. The dish to Mbaamoute. Ilyasova over Beasley. Another miss by Ilyasova. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Clark. 11 points in the game. Kicks it out to Ellis. Over Johnson. Ellis can't get it to go. The Suns shooting 40% from the field. Now Telfair. There's a screen by Gortat. Pass to Dudley. Dudley gets a screen from Beasley. Now here's Dudley. Ilyasova. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Phoenix with the ball. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Bucks on top, running away with it.
Be sure to check out the latest issue of Dime Magazine. Cool Hands, featured on the cover. He talks about man.
While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Uncontainable Game report. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. And it's the Bucks with the Uncontainable Game Award for the offensive stretch they put together. It was an extremely stingy defense in the second period that got them this lead. Coach has to be pleased with their effort and wants to see more of it to close the game.
Okay, Doris, thank you. And that was quite a run, guys. That made a big impact on where we are right now.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say, Kevin. It was a major turning point. You know, they really hit on something that in the blink of an eye had them scoring almost at will.
Well, you've got to share the credit for that kind of run. I mean, you can't just say it was all about offense. There was some stingy, stiff defense being played, too.
We've got Markieff Morris. Telfair is out there with Kendall Marshall. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And Frye slams it in.
And that's exactly what you call a high percentage hoop there.
Sure is.
The one-handed throwdown. Gotta love it.
Bucks leading by 21. There's a screen. Here's Clark. He passes to Udrich. Shot clock at 3. Over Marshall. And Udrich gets it to go. Here is Telfair.
Well, there are quite a few stars who can lay claim to the title right now, but for you guys, who ranks as the true king of slam in the NBA right now? I know for me it's got to be Blake Griffin. The dunks he had this past season were just off the charts.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Marshall kicks to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And that's good for Channing Frye from 3. Frye's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Not many guys with his size can shoot the ball that well from out there.
Well, Steve, to answer the question you posed, I think I might have to go with Blake Griffin, but only on, you know, the acrobatic circus-like feel it gives all of his dunks, the incredible torque that he musters up to throw that thing down and do it with such a ferocious feel. But that's not saying that I think he's on his way to superstardom. I think there are a lot of parts of his game he's got to work on, and work on a lot. But in terms of just his slam dunking, that probably stands out, and Blake would be up top of my list.
Yeah, Kevin, you make a great point. I mean, you know, no question Blake Griffin is the best dunker in the game, but until he develops that consistent jump shot where he can get to the point, like Karl Malone did, where he can turn and shoot over the top of people, he's not going to be a complete player. He's already a great player, but to become a superstar, he needs to expand his game.
And that one falls for Clark. And so Clark nails both of them.
You know, the way it usually goes is if you're in the NBA, you were probably the best player on your team in college, but there are some exceptions to that. And there have been really quite a few NBA stars that weren't even considered the best player on their college teams. Kevin Love is a name that jumps out.
And there's the 3-second violation. Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Bucks leading by 22. Well, as you mentioned, Steve, Kevin Love overshadowed a bit on his UCLA team by Darren Collison, but he certainly has blossomed.
Well, I think that's going to be the case with a lot of young freshmen who come into the NBA based on potential more than production. They don't get a chance to prove that they're the best player on the floor. So you have to sort of predict that they actually were the best player on the floor, that they were going to become that. And that's why a guy like Love was, even though he wasn't, the guy at UCLA, you could tell he was about to become that. Well, Dalembert is a solid player in this league, Kevin. He's a great shot blocker. He provides that deterrent inside that you need, and he can also get on the glass for rebound situations.
Yeah, very strong presence on the board. Offensively, he gives second-chance buckets, along with surprisingly competent mid-range jump shooting. The 10-footer, and Mbamute can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Scola left side. Over Ilyasova. Here's Gortat. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, you're not going to get a more high-quality look than that. Terrific offensive rebound there.
Bucks leading by 22. Here's Clark. In low to Dalembert. Oh, the one-hand jam.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Gortat. Beasley with the screen on Jennings. And the jam by Shannon Brown. Here's Clark.
Well, the old adage was whoever gets the best player wins the trade. But the Nuggets traded away Carmelo, and the Jazz traded away Darren Williams, and both made the playoffs last season and have a foundation laid now for great success going forward.
Good. The Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Dragic dishes to Beasley. The pass to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Back to Beasley. Over Ilyasova. No good from Beasley. And you look at these Nuggets and Jazz teams, Steve, and you have to think they're pretty happy with the value they got in return for those trades Clark just talked about.
Yeah, especially in situations where you know you're going to lose your player. Everybody in the league knows you're going to lose your star player. So you really don't have great leverage. And I thought both the Nuggets and the Jazz did an excellent job of maxing out those trades and doing about as well as they possibly could.
Here's Dragic. He's guarded by Jennings. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Great screen there. It sprung him open, and he took advantage.
Foul timeout called by Milwaukee. And the Suns making a change here. Gortat's checked in. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here's Clark. Dalembert with a screen on Brown. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. He dishes it to Dragic. Tries for the alley-oop. Beasley outside. Beasley right side. No good.
He just can't get a good feel for his shot at this point. That's one of the reasons they're losing.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Here's what Phoenix has lined up on their schedule. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Backing down is Brown. Beasley. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Beasley.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
Jennings passes to Clark. Easy shot, and he hits the jump shot. Clark's got 10 points here in the second half. Suns have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Dragic, he's guarded by Jennings. And Shannon Brown with the slam.
Not stop. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
The Suns have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Feeds it to Scola. Ilyasova on him. And the basket by Scola. The Bucks shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Here's Clark.
You know, the NBA is always trying to get games sped up in the final minutes, but it's a tough one because there's so many timeouts. So one of the things the league did in terms of rule changes is they did a two-horn buzz to get timeouts ending on time. They basically give teams an advance warning and then a final horn.
Nba2K13 against Beasley. A rebound by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 14 points here in the second half. Well, and as the two-horn rule you mentioned, Steve, it has seemed to have an effect on how the game is sped up.
And it should. I mean, I like that, Kevin, because there are a lot of stoppages these days. Plenty of timeouts late in games. We have instant replay as well. So anything that keeps the game moving and keeps the momentum going forward is, I think, a good thing.
Jacks up a three. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 3 assists now in this one. Dragic with it. Scola defended by Ilyasova. Scola kicks to Dragic. Looking to end the run. Gortat, the leaner inside. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Clark. Feeds to Nba2K13. Kicks it to Clark. Just 5 to shoot. The shot from the low post is good. Clark's got 26 points.
What a quarter for him, and with this lead, I mean, they might as well just ride him the rest of the night.
And here's Dragic. Goes up. And it's Brown missing.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
He feeds it to Jennings. Shoots over Brown. Jennings can't get it to go.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
It's Brown on the wing. This one for 3. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Dragic. Clark dishes to Nba2K13. The feed to Clark. Over Beasley. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
They have no answer for him. He's just putting on a dominant display of offense.
An alley-oop pass. And then Brown with the dunk.
Now that's how you execute an alley-oop there, fellas.
And with an exclamation point, too, on the finish, throwing it down hard.
What a terrific play on both ends.
Clark, the pass to D'Alembert. Tries again. He flies to the bucket and lays it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Gortat kicks to Brown. Scola, D'Alembert covering. Fires for 3. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Scola.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Here's Clark. D'Alembert with a screen on Brown. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Bucks also changing it up. Drew Gooden has checked in for D'Alembert. Henson comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Dunleavy in for Mbaamute. Dudley dishes to Marshall. Johnson. No good from outside. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Henson the pass to Clark. He kicks it to Gooden. Passes to Clark. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time.